Aussies Believe JobSeeker is rising. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee or your cup of coffee. Let's look at this article from Yahoo Finance because, well, apparently some Aussies believe the JobSeeker payment is going to increase. I can understand how that could happen, with the way the media is pushing it, and the politicians are talking about how we've raised the New Start payment or the dole by $50 a week or a fortnight or whatever, and people are mistakenly thinking it's going to go up when actually it'll go down. It just won't go down as much as people were worried about. And here's the thing, guys, with all of these payments, okay, this is not a universal basic income. This is not meant or intended to replace your wage. That's not the job of it. If you want something to replace your wage, when circumstances beyond your control impact you, you need to go out and buy income protection insurance. You need to invest in that. You need to talk to a broker, find a product that doesn't have all the loopholes they can get out of it, and that can suit your needs. That is the product that is designed for this, for that situation. This welfare is designed to mitigate, frankly, to ensure that you don't need to resort to crime, or that you won't be destitute, that you will still be able to eat. We're a very advanced civilization here, and we have the capacity to do this. The problem is that by the state coming in and taking control of it, some people don't seem to realize what it actually is. It's not, they're not there to help you guys. They're going to make you burn through your money, your savings, before you even get a penny of it. It's not an insurance scheme. Think of it just there as emergency fund or emergency. It's for a short-term emergency use to get you back on your feet because, well, you haven't been able to build up your own reserves, or the government decides to intervene in the economy and shut everything down and screw you over, and then their departments make you burn through your reserves. That's how it's going in Australia, guys. Think of it like that. You can't trust them to take care of you. Don't. Okay? There's going to be a lot of people that kind of thought, well, this is good, I paid into them, so the government will take care of me. They won't, guys. That's the sad truth of it. So, nearly 1 in 3 Aussies believe the job seeker rate is rising, according to new figures released hours before the coronavirus supplement is due to expire. The fortnightly $550 supplement, which was introduced in March last year, effectively doubled the income support payment from $565.70 to $1,100 with change of a fortnight. The payment was extended twice, but reduced each time, and is currently just $150 per fortnight. The boost will be cut altogether after today, and that was yesterday, the 31st of March. So, there you go. So without the supplement, you're down to $564 per fortnight, which isn't much. But the new job seeker rate, so they've increased it to $615.70 per fortnight, so $307 a week. Okay, it's not a lot of money. You will get rent assistance if you are renting somewhere. There's additional payments there, I understand. And don't forget, guys, the family tax benefits. There's a lot of people that can get money from their children, so there's still money deployed there. So it's not the end of the world. But remember, this is not universal basic income. This is not designed to replace your wages or replace a job. It's designed to keep you from destitution. That's the job of it. Now, I understand why some people are arguing that it has to be increased because it's just so low. And the problem is, if you increase it to the point where it actually disincentivizes people from working, and then you have people stuck in this poverty trap or welfare trap, where you're not going to be stupid. You're not going to go and work 40 hours a week. Then because you've got the cost of travel, you've got the cost of uniform, you've got all these other costs associated with working. When you only pocket $100 extra a week, you're not going to do it. So that's where it's a challenging situation. I would argue that, well, hopefully work is more rewarding for people, and you create situations to incentivize work, incentivize people to work. But you also want to create situations where you incentivize businesses to actually hire people. So the government needs to get out of the way of businesses. And one thing is, and this is going to sound counterintuitive to a lot of you, is to make it easier for people to fire people. to get rid of them. Because if you have someone that's terrible, it is a pain to get rid of them. People will often say, oh, you just have a trial contract. That doesn't actually exist. A probationary period doesn't exist. You need to have 2 employment contracts for that situation. There's all these little funny things going on. And it's just a hassle. It's a whole lot of paperwork, hassle, and pain. What do people do? They automate. They find ways around the pain. They offshore. Prime Minister Scott Morrison announced in late February that job seekers' permanent base rate would see an increase of $50 per fortnight from the 1st of April, amid intense lobbying and pressure to support unemployed Australians as the supplement's end date drew nearer. But critics of Morrison pointed out that $50 a fortnight increase represented only $3.57 extra a day. Yeah, okay, of course. But it's $50 a week. You can buy some food for $50 a week. You can buy a few kilos of meat. You can get some fat to cook with. Okay, remember, if you're in this situation, you can't expect to have the luxuries of life as you would when you're employed. This is not designed to keep you in the same quality of life as you had as an employee, as working, as having a business. It's not going to do that, guys. Don't expect it to. It's to make sure you're not going to go and rob someone so you can feed your family. We don't need to do that anymore now because we have welfare. Okay, that's the situation. And if you're angry at some people bludgeon on it and sitting on it, I mean, that's just going to happen always. There's always going to be some people that will work the system and take advantage of it. That is the price that we all have to bear to ensure that some people, that the majority of people won't be destitute. That is the price that you pay for it, guys. And if you think of it like that, it's worth it. Okay, and you've got to also understand that there are going to be some people that won't have the skills to earn the minimum wage. That's another government intervention into the market. And if you don't have the skills, maybe you haven't really learned enough to get to even that minimum level of a job. You haven't done the training, or you haven't even had the opportunity to get the experience, and people will just turn their nose up at you or can't take the risk to train you. So then there are going to be some people trapped in this as well. So you got to understand. It kind of sucks. Always it sucks. So, 1 in 3 are stumped over the job seeker rate. A new Finder survey of 1,015 adults revealed that only 63% of Australians were aware the supplement is being axed. How? How is that possible? Haven't they been following the news? Furthermore, the survey found 29% of the respondents believed that the payment is actually increasing. Wow. Baby boomers are the most well-informed group. How? Don't people use social media? Don't people have access to the news? With 73% believing the payment will be less after the 31st of March, while only 57% of millennials believe the same. Flinders head of consumer research, Graham Cook, said the end of the supplement would hamstring the economy's recovery. Welfare cuts may impact some people's ability to pay their bills, mortgage payments, or debts, he said. These changes, well, honestly, you're probably struggling to pay those bills anyway if you're on welfare, your mortgage payments. There's no way you can pay them even, and should the government be doing that, be paying people's mortgages for them? That's not what welfare is for. Welfare is to keep you from destitution. It's an emergency payment, guys. You've got to get back in there. You've got to create new opportunities. And it's going to be tough. We're in a recession. It's not going to be easy. These changes may also affect the property market. Buying a home may become even more of a hurdle to prospective buyers, while mortgage holders will have further to reach to pay their bills, said Cook. Aussies on the job seeker payment anticipating the reduced income should get in touch with their bank, lender, or utility provider and request financial hardship assistance, he added. You may be eligible for measures like temporary interest-only payments or payment plans which can help to alleviate some of the financial strain, Cook said. The research comes as a new report by think tank the Australia Institute found the end of supplement would push an extra 155,000 Australians into poverty. Well, that's the thing, guys. This isn't UBI. It's not a replacement for your wage. If you're in this situation, you should already have planned for this to disappear. But it looks like 43% of millennials, my generation, don't even realize it's going down. How's that possible? How do people not follow the news? Maybe they don't. You can't blame them. There's so much rubbish out there. What do you think, guys? Do you think the job seeker rate is too low? Do you think $615 a fortnight isn't enough? Should it increase? What happens if you create a situation where people don't want to work? What do we do then? Or do you live in this fantasy world where people shouldn't have to work if they don't want to? What do you think? Touchy subject, everyone. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below. If you're a fan of the channel and enjoy the content I create, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links on Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye for now.